Yo, what's up guys? Look, it's Tristan here, back for a new video for you guys today. I almost said an episode thinking about the not lock, but nope, that's not it today. If you can read, obviously, we have the APA Ascension, and APA, if you don't know, is a very cool league. It branches out so many different places, like, I can't explain it myself, but they opened their doors and made Ascension, and I applied and I got it, and yeah, no, so I'm in it now, and we did a draft, and it was very interesting, and yeah, no, so I'm here with the draft video, because why not? Yeah, so with this APA draft, something to explain, it's a points-based league. I think it's like 120 points or something like that. 120 points with max points being 20 for a mon. That's where you have like your top tiers like Lando, stuff like that. Tiers were pretty interesting overall. It was okay, decent really. They were decent, and then there was a few outreached ones, if I would say so. But other than that, this draft was also a 24-person draft. Now, I know in my SSBL video, I totally destroyed it about, I went on a rampage about the 12-person draft. Well, this is a 24-person draft, and it's the first time I've ever done one. And overall, for one, I'm really happy with how my team turned out. Two, APA or APA doing 24-man draft, that changes dynamics of how you draft, because it's not like if you're in the middle you only have to wait like 8 picks and stuff. If you're in the middle, you have to wait a good 12 picks, like bare minimum maybe. It's like that, it's insane. So it's like if you get a wheel or very close to a wheel, you're very, very, very lucky. Whereas me, where I landed at number 19, I believe. And 19, nothing to brag about, definitely. At least I was something close to the wheel. I was about like 6 picks away. Because what? Not 6 even. It's like way more. 11, 10. Because 19, so 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. Yeah, so 10 picks. 10 picks, it's not terrible, but it's definitely not good, So, as the draft started, all the expected things went. A couple things dropped, almost to me. Not to me. Like, Mew and Mega Galade almost made it to me, but they didn't. And, when I was looking, there's 2 Mons, really. I was like, maybe I should get like the best around at 19. What would be in the categories of like Zapdos, Garchomp. But I didn't want those mons to be my first pick. I wanted like a kind of a statement mon as my first pick, because I feel like you have to go with the best available for your first pick, and it needs to be something that fits me. And I think something that fits me is a more offensive mon. And with that offensive mon, I decided to go with the very powerful Mega Charizard X here. And Mega Charizard X is Fire Dragon, very, very strong with these stats, and Tough Claws. Yes, I gotta worry about rocks and stuff like that, but it's something that I feel like I'm okay with the rest of my draft. Maybe not. Coverage is pretty good overall. Nothing to be like, this is the best moveset ever. It's not a Mew, but or move pool rather, but it's very good rather, and having Tough Claws makes most contact moves hit a lot harder, and having Dragon Dance just makes this thing a beast really, and the stats help out in terms of I could be bulky in some spaces, I can be just rather physical or special. It's good. And then the base 100, it's with the new, or not with the new, because Gen 7's almost over, but with Gen 7, 100 became a little meddling, but it's still a good one when I have the opportunity to raise my speed with Dragon Dance. So that's very cool. I have recovery. If I really need to, I could defog with this, but I probably won't. I have recovery. I have toxic. The status moves. Just what I need with the Charizard. Moving on. I was hoping it'd get to me. I was worried it wouldn't get to me, but the person that I was worried because the person drafted a mon that complements what I wanted very well, and when I came back to them, they did not get it, so it made me really happy. And that mon, which I guess you'll see what my plan is ultimately later, and why I was afraid that this person would take the mon that I wanted, is because I wanted the mon Excadrill, and I got Excadrill, and there was a Mold Breaker, Excadrill things, Earthquake, Stealth Rock, Rapid Spin for house support with the Charizard because I knew I would need it. Swords Dance with good coverage breaks a lot of mons. I also have the Z move capability on this, so I'm gonna put Groundium Z on here. But yeah, so Groundium Z, well, this is rather all Z moves. So I could run status, I can run status, and I could run the attacking Z moves. Basically, a +2 any type of Z move, attacking Z move is gonna destroy a lot of mons' lives, and so that's really, really nice for me. I think I just have to have the right situation with it, and I have Mold Breaker to help with certain stuff. Other than that, if I have a Saturn team, I can use these abilities very, very well. Next up, I've wanted a mon that would help for pivoting and stuff like that in terms of helping out Charizard. So what I wanted to do was I got Greninja. I was surprised it came to me first off, but even then, Greninja I really like because I have U-turn for mobility, and I say mobility, but I mean, what do I mean? I mean, God, I forget the word. I'll probably say it later on and not realize it. Momentum is probably what I mean. Status with Toxic, I taunt as well. We have Toxic Spikes for hazard support, regular spikes, just a lot of stuff with Greninja here. It's not the most powerful hitting mon, but it hits hard enough. It does its job well enough, and I really like it on this team. Now I get to move on to my next pick. I really wanted Superior here, but it was taken on the way back to me, and that made me big sad. But I replaced it with a mon that I feel it doesn't do Superior's job whatsoever, but it's a good grass type, and it is Celebi. Celebi here, it does things, and then it's not a Superior, but it's something there. I have status moves, I have momentum moves, I have setup moves, I have Stealth Rock. I have so much that I could use with Celebi here. It has a pretty nice move pool. It has setup options. I could baton pass, just a lot of Celebi things really. It's recovery. I have heal bell as well, I believe. Yeah, so it can work as a cleric in some ways as well. It has healing wish if I want to get all the way up to full health, and having the base 100 speeds. Though it doesn't kind of fill a gap between Charizard and Greninja like I wanted with Superior. 100s with 100 bulks all around really helps out because Celebi is just a pretty good amount in general. Moving on with my next pick here, if I remember correctly, I wanted a bulkier water type, and I wanted to take a fairy type because I know people wanted fairy types because 24 people, fairy types are pretty rare overall. And God, ads, please leave me alone. Yeah, no. So what I wanted, I decided to grab Primarina, and Primarina here is, please, what are you doing? Okay, never mind. Primarina here is a nice one. It's a water type for me. It's another one. It's a little bit bulkier with these stats you see. If you compare it to Gren, it's a lot bulkier, but it's nothing to laugh about. It's not a melodic or a sweet gun, but it really really works well for what I want it to be, and it has very nice moves, and yeah, it's has a very nice typing I could use if I would so desire to. It's not like I'm gonna have to worry about grass types too much because I have Charizard, I have Celebi, and I fill that voids a little bit more in my later picks as well. So yeah, there's not too much, and like even with steel types for like the fairy, I have Excadrill, Charizard, and I don't really, yeah, just it's just how it goes. Like I don't think I cover it too much in the future with my picks, but I mean it does what I need it to. And yeah, so moving on with my next pick, I decided that I wanted another defogger. I wanted a grounded poison in case of the toxic spikes if anyone were to use them on me. So I decided to go with what are you doing, Skarmory? Skuntank here. Skuntank, very nice with aftermath. After a physical move, people will lose health, so it has decent bulk with a nice HP stat. And the defenses are really bad, but it makes it in a way that I can work with them if I do like assault vest or just certain ways. Like I could, the HP is the saving grace there. And then we have a very nice move pool selection here, and basically I have defog. I'm grounded, so poison or toxic spikes don't really do anything. I have priority and sucker punch, memento. Yeah, you get the point here. It's a Skuntank. There's nothing to really brag about, and it's like saying round 5 Primarina, round 6 Skuntank. That's not very too well, but I mean, in a 24-man draft, you have to pick things a lot sooner than you probably wanted to, and that's basically what I did here. Yeah, that's basically it. Very nice speed on um, Skunting as well, so that's what I like about it. Moving on to the second part of the draft here is what did I grab next? I decided to grab something to fill the speed tier between Greninja at 122 and Charizard at 100, and so I grabbed Tornadus Incarnate, and it's not the Regenerator. It's not as useful as Tornadus T, I guess I would say, but in the same way, like the stats are better, are speed, and I think Spite F as well, actually. But it's like the stats are better. The move pool is the same, which is really good for Tornadus. Prankster, it's not a regenerator to help you take rocks and stuff like that. But Prankster defog, as long as I'm not in front of a dark type, really helps. Then Prankster Tailwind, I get a U-turn to help me out if I need it. It's just all this stuff here. It really helps me, and I have enough setup moves like Prankster Bulk Up, stuff like that. It really helps. So that's what I wanted. Tornadus, I think, is going to be a really good mon. It helps me with speed control if I want to use Tailwind, or I could just defog if I need to. And, like, that's the one thing, it's weak to rocks as well with my Charizard, but I think it's fine. Moving onwards, my next pick, I wanted Mienshao first of all, and I think the Mienshao being sniped is what led to me getting Tornadus. So after that, I decided that I needed to bump my plans, and with my plans, I felt like I needed to grab certain mons in certain places. I was originally going to hold off on getting certain mons, but Mienshao being picked made me bump up those plans a little bit more. So what I decided to do, my next mon, I got Lycanroc midday or day or regular Lycanroc, the good dog, So Lycanroc Day is a very, very nice mon, nice speed tier. It's a mon that I wanted because it filled the speed gaps between Charizard and Greninja. I filled it with Tornadus, but I mean Lycanroc didn't really hurt to add to the plans. It does have Sand Rush if I choose to get Sand, and I have move pool, which is very nice. It's Swords Dance, Stealth Rock, Endeavor, Accel Rock, different coverage moves, and I also have Z move capabilities on this. Only attacking Z moves, but that's all I need with Lycan Rock, because I could be Z Z Stone Edge for Splintered Storm Shards, and something's gonna get hurt, especially if I'm at a +2, you know. So just really, Lycan Rock is very, very nice here. And yeah, that's basically it with the Lycan Rock. Very nice speed, very nice attack. It won't take too many hits, but it'll take the hits I need if done right, really. Moving on here, I'm decided to finish what I started in the second round, and I grabbed Gigalith here. Gigalith, I picked up. I waited rather for Gigalith because no one was gonna pick Gigalith. Gigalith isn't really a mon unless you have sand, and Excadrill being the best sand mon, like sand abuser rather. No one had a reason to pick a sand setter, especially Gigalith, because it just wasn't gonna do anything. Like I saw, there's people that took Tyrannotars and a Hippowdon one later in the draft, but there was no real like sand abuser. Like yeah, you could get Stoutland, but that's nowhere near as effective as Excadrill. So basically, I picked up Gigalith here. One basically for Sandstream, but if I needed to, I could use Sturdy on it to take certain hits. But Sandstream is very nice because it boosts up my defense, special defense rather, when it's in the sand, so I could take special hits a little bit better. Gigalith, another reliable stealth rocker. It has pretty good attack. Look at that, 135. I think it's better than Excadrill actually. It might be the same, but nonetheless, it's extremely good. It's slow, which doesn't matter because it's a Gigalith. It's heavy, so heavy slam is going to be doing a lot, you know. Explosion if I so desire, but Earthquake, then you have like Stone Edge or Rock Slide, whatever I want it really. Rock Blast even to help out if I need to. Yeah, just nothing really much to talk about with the Gigalith overall. So yeah, Gigalith is very nice. I love it to this team because it gives me a more physical wall to this team, and yeah, it's just very, very great. Moving onward, trying to remember my last picks. Because I did not get Mienshao, I needed to adjust my plan a little bit. And to adjust that plan, I felt like I did need a fighting type still. And to accompany that fighting type to replace Mienshao because I was not able to get it, what I decided to do instead was get Passimian here. Passimian is an interesting mon. I'm going to be running Defiant. It makes it so much more reliable. You know, it just makes it so much more reliable having a Defiant rather than a receiver. Because if I come on in on a defog, or if I get intimidated, it's going to be extremely nice for Passimian being a +2 or +1 depending on the intimidate, I guess. But overall, it's just like, yeah, no, Passimian is just a great mon, you know. I don't want to say great mon, but Passimian is a nice mon. You have base 100, base 90 for defense and HP. Then you have the Spadef is I really hate these ads, dude. But yeah, so Spadef is meh, but I'm not gonna really use it for Spadef reasons. Speed is very nice. It's a very reliable Scarfer, I'd say so. It mostly outspeeds everything. The only thing it would not outspeed is 150s. So yeah, no, that's really nice. I think 145 depending as well. But I don't think I'm going to be doing level 50. So I think I outspeed 145s with a Scarf, which is very nice. But even without a Scarf, it's a nice coverage. I get U-turn, taunt, toxic, bulk up, stuff like that, you know, just it has very nice coverage. It has utility moves, which is very nice as well. Yeah, so moving on, I didn't know what to do with my last points. So I got mons that I felt overall supported my team a little bit better, and as well as getting the best mon that I could, because I didn't want anyone else having this mon. And to do so, I got Aromatisse. And Aromatisse, people I guess didn't want it, but I'll take it because Aroma Veil is a very reliable ability to have, so I can't get taunted, so I'll always get a wish off basically. Um, it's very nice. It has a nice HP stat, so I get fat wishes in. Bulk is pretty decent. Those HP helps out a lot. Then we have Trick Room capabilities if I want to do so with, say, Gigalith. But other than that, we have a pretty reliable Cleric here. And then, oh my god, my throat's dry, I think. And I have no water. This is terrible. But yeah, let's see. I can nasty plot in Trick Room, you know, stuff like that if I so desire. But I just wanted this for the bulky Cleric that I can't get it for. I'm sorry. And lastly, I had 1 point left, and I was looking in the 1.1s, and I decided that I would get Chimecho. I'm not sure why Chimecho is in 1 point. I think it's worth at least 2. But you know, it's just whatever. It's I could wish I could heal belt. I didn't know this thing got defogged, but now I do, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, so wish defog, pretty decent move pool, I guess. Status moves, it's a cleric, it's a nice levitator so that I don't get hit by ground types, which is very nice. Just pretty decent stats overall, I guess I'd say. It's nothing to like, it's nothing to brag about, but it helps a lot, I think. I think it helps out a good amount. So I think if I bring it, I think it'll do some work depending on the matchup. But yeah, no, so I think that'll be it for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching, and hoping that I bring the Venice Beach Victinis. Oh my god. But yeah, no, Venice Beach Victinis, I'm hoping that this draft does very well. I'll upload as the games go on, and yeah, no, I hope you guys will join me on this adventure, and I thank you in the meantime. So comment what you guys liked about my team if you did, or what you didn't like on my team if you didn't like something on my team. But overall, yeah, I'm hyped for this journey. I don't know a lot of people in this, but I know a couple of people that are really good in this as well. So yeah, it's going to be a hell of a battle each week. I want to hold myself to a standard each week, and I hope that you guys overall enjoy what I put out every week for this, or every upload for this. I don't want to put myself on a schedule. It might be nice to, but I mean, I don't want to put myself on a schedule per se. But yeah, no, that'll be it. Thank you guys. Bye!